Now, knowing what functions are, there are some things that you have to consider. First, in order to create a function, we say def. Now, def here means define. So this one is actually the define keyword. So def what? Then the function name comes. So a function. Then I'll bring my parenthesis, add my colon, press enter. Now, as soon as I press enter, you realize that the code has been indented. Yes, it should be indented, because if it is not indented, you get an error. So now, let me pass the information that I want to add to the function. So I'll say print this is a function. Now I'm done creating the function. Now let me add comments so that you'll be able to see what we are really doing. So this one is actually creating function. Now the function has been created, but when we run it, we wouldn't see any output. You see, nothing came here. Now, in order for our function to be valid, we have to call the function. Very good. Now, in calling the function, you must bring the function name followed by the parenthesis. This. Good. So I'll say a function, because that is the function name. So when I run the code this time, the code must really work. Good. Now you see the output here was this is a function. Good. Now let's consider a parameter and then an argument. Parameter and then an argument. Now a parameter is a variable you pass here in the function, and then the argument is the information or the value that are sent into the function when it is called. So for example, I will say define a function. So I'll say name. So this is my first parameter. You see, but the parameter has not been accessed or used. So I'll bring the same parameter that I passed here. So this one is actually a variable, but if it is placed inside the function, it is called a parameter. So I will say name. Good. Now you see the error here is no more there. Good. Now this one is my parameter now, and then I have brought the parameter into the information that I want to output. Then I have to add what? An argument. So when you call a function and then you input an information inside the function that you are calling, it is called what? An argument. So what is the name that I'm passing here? So I'll say Python, comma. So the output here will be Python. This is a function. You get it? So when I run this code, it will say Python. This is a function. You get it? Or to make it clear to you, I would say user, because Python is a function, is vague. So when I run the code, I will say yes, user. This is a function. Good. Now this is what? A parameter, and then this one is what? An argument. Now you can pass so many parameters. All you have to do is to do what? add commas. So name and then last name. So I'll change the first one to first name, and then let me add something like a hobby. Yes, so you see I have passed 3 parameters here, so I should be able to do what? Add another 2 to make it 3. Yes, because in Python, whenever you pass 3 parameters, argument should be what? 3. So the parameters must go with what? The argument. Good. So I will say first name, last name, hobby. Then the function 2 will be user. So the first name should be, let's say, wings. Then the other one should be Davis, and then my hobby, I like playing video games, so video games. Good. And then this one too, so name, I must change this one too, so first name, last name, then I would say you like playing, then the other one, bring my hobby. Okay. So now you see the function is now valid. So I'm saying Wings Davis space you like playing, then okay, so let me bring spaces so that the code will actually look nice. Good. So this one is now valid. So when I run this code, you see that it says Wings Davis, you like playing video games. So you realize that I passed 3 parameters here, and then the information that I was bringing out also has the 3 parameters. So actually the parameters here are variables, but if it is inside the function, as I said, it's called what? The parameter. And then these are what? Arguments. You see? Good. So this is how you create what? A function, and you call it, then you add parameters and then arguments.